Ahoy music lovers, vinyl enthusiasts, and everyone in between. My name is Isaac, this is The Blind Island, and today I'm hitting you up with another vinyl finds video. March has been chock full of vinyl finds, primarily because of stimulus money. And what better way to stimulate our local record stores than by going out and supporting them. That is what I've been doing, and love to share with you guys what I've been finding there and what has been being brought in. So I again split this up between the more contemporary albums that were found and the used records. So let's get started. First one is an album that I had never heard of before, but I'm very happy to have discovered, bought it based purely on the cover alone, and that is Scott Amendola and Charlie Hunter Pucker. Now, this is a drummer and guitarist duo playing jazz numbers. Scott wrote the numbers for Charlie, and it has kind of this really gritty, down-home sound to it. It's still very jazzy, but it has kind of a Muscle Shoals oomph to it, with a lot of space between the notes. I think that this is a great record. I love it a lot, and it's what we're listening to right now. I think that this is one that I'll be revisiting quite a bit, and an artist that I will be coming back to time and time again. But I mean, look at how cute that record cover is. Couldn't say no to that guy. So that was one of the newest pickups, and then we have Or Astroman Ebiak. This was released in 1999. This is the 2010 reissue, and picked this one up at the Exclusive Company. This is a phenomenal Astro surf record, continuing to grow in my surf collection. Or Astroman is a group I've been wanting to collect, but really hard to find their records. So this was a really cool album to pick up. This has a lot of weird, spacey sounds thrown in with some heavy, thick surf reverb guitar. So I'm going to include a little snippet of what this sounds like so you can get a taste of it. Next, I have Dr. Dog Fate. This was released in 2008. This is the 180 gram issue of it, first pressing. And again, this was found at the Exclusive Company. They always have some really great, warehouse picks, where usually things are forgotten about and they sit there, and Exclusive Company scoops them up, sells them for ridiculously low prices. I was able to get this one for $16.99, and this one really brings me back to high school, college. I really loved Dr. Dog back then, and been revisiting this album quite a bit, and it has aged exceptionally well. I really love songs The Breeze and The Beach. I think that this one has a very nice spring autumnal sound to it. As we move into spring, this is going to be one that hits the turntable frequently. So really cool finds there. Now this one was a really awesome thing to find. Again, as far as out of print, very difficult to pick up. But this is Janelle Monae, The Electric Lady, Suites 4 and 5. And this was the follow-up to Janelle Monae's debut album, the Eric Droid. And I love her blending of funk, neo-soul, R&B. She sounds a lot what I think Parliament would be doing today if they were at the height of their powers. I think that Janelle Monae is one of the more interesting artists working today. Prince was featured heavily on this album, as well as some other big names such as Erykah Badu. And Esperanza Spalding. I really have enjoyed the alchemy of sounds that are on here. This has been out of print since 2013, and the cheapest copy in America right now is $75, and I was able to pick this one up brand new, still sealed, for $20. Again, one of those warehouse pickups. Super happy to have this one in the collection. Thank you so much, Exclusive Company, for that. Then we're getting into the used stuff. First up, I have Frank Zappa's Waka Jawaka. This is my favorite period of Frank Zappa. Right after Hot Rats, he really went into expanding on his rock fusion sound, and this one is a little bit more gritty than the Grand Wazoo. I think I like the Grand Wazoo a little bit more than this one, but it still ranks really high up there as far as the sounds are concerned. Really enjoy the alchemy of different sounds that are going on. Frank Zappa was really ahead of his time, and to pick a copy of this up for $12 when it's usually going for about $20, $25, really great. So first pressing, and happy to have this one in the collection. Next is another record that I've been looking for that was clean, and this is Sparks, Kimono My House, and I really enjoy this album. This is really great glam rock and dirty pop. I think that for fans of Queen, Mott the Hoople, 10cc, you're going to really love this record. And I mean, there are tons of big songs on here. The biggest one being This Town Ain't Big Enough for the Both of Us. But I think that some of my favorite ones are Thank God It's Not Christmas and Talent is an Asset. That really reminds me of Tiny Tim. There are extremely high vocals on here by the men, and I think that this is just a really cool record. One that I have wanted the clean copy for cheap for a while, and finally grabbed me one. So really cool stuff. Then next, another Exclusive Company pickup is Twice a Man, Music for Girls. Now this is a little bit more of dark synth, in the vein of Depeche Mode, and I would even say maybe early R.E.M., Susie and the Banshees. This was only released in Europe, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I really like that early 80s dark synth sound, and it's icy cold pop. I think that this is a really interesting record, and I'm going to play a little snippet of it for you so you can get a taste of what it's all about. I am running around, around and around. I am running around in my And I'm wrapping up this round of finds with 3 Van Morrison records. Now, 1 is new to the collection and 2 are upgrades for me. So the first one here is Morrison's No Guru, No Method. This is a highly underrated 80s release from Van Morrison. I might share my Van Morrison collection for one of my videos. Let me know if you're interested in anything like that. But I think that this is one of his more spiritual, laid-back, and lush-sounding records. He's not trying to do anything crazy with his vocals. He's more concerned about the lyricism and the vibe, and I really love that. This is an 80s record that has aged incredibly well, and one of my favorites in Morrison's extensive catalog. Next is an album that I can't believe I found so cheap and so minty. This is Van Morrison's Vida Fleece. This is the nicest copy of Vida Fleece I've ever come across. So clean. And this is probably my second favorite Morrison release. The songs on here really just capture my emotions, make me kind of float away. Fair Play, Streets of Arklow, You Don't Pull No Punches, But You Don't Push the River. This is a beautiful album. Comfort You. There really isn't a sour note on here. Maybe Cul-de-sac, his grunting gets a little bit much, but overall, this is an amazing record. Super happy to have this one in the collection. I might do a review of this record here in the next week or so. And then finally, this is amazing. Can't believe that this one was found for $12. And this one is thanks to Paramount Records. And this is a upgrade copy of Astral Weeks. My previous copy had a very beat cover, clipped corner, and the vinyl had a couple of clicks and issues. This is the cleanest copy of Astral Weeks I have ever come across in the wild. This is an original green label. I know that it's not the very, very first imprinting, probably the second because the WB is different, but it is so clean. There is not a single issue on this record. I've played it a couple of times now, and I love this. This is so good. This is Van Morrison's masterpiece, and one that I never grow tired of listening to. I am amazed that I was able to find this, and I want to thank you, Ken. Great upgrade copy for me, and easily one of the best finds of 2021 at this time. So, those were my finds for this portion of March. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I hope that you guys have a great day on your own personal oasis. Cheers.